All right, guys, welcome. Whoa, I'm clapping in the microphone. Welcome to the Service Hub, where we give you your tips and tricks for your service business success. I am one of your hosts, Trevor, Hanson.
And Parker Williams.
Right here on the mic.
Stoked to be here.
Yes, we are very excited. Today's podcast is brought to you by Curry.io. And today it's just Parker and I. We are doing a little bit of sharing on some social media tips and some things that we've learned from what we've been doing. Hopefully to share some knowledge with you guys on what to do online.
Totally. And we were kind of just chatting about how the podcast was going and we're recapping on our previous episodes. And we found there was a little bit of a pattern and a common topic, and that was really focused around hiring, marketing, and sales. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, if you take all of those three things, they really fall under one thing, and it comes down to marketing your business, like making your business attractive and making it so people want to connect with you and associate with you and your business. And so we wanted to take some time and just share some tips that we think will be beneficial, because there's been a lot of do more marketing, use systems to do more marketing and sales and hiring. We all know that's great, and we feel like that's really important, but we also want to give you just some in the trenches, here's some examples of what you can do to help market your business a little bit more. So
absolutely. And so the biggest thing that we're going to talk about a few different angles. One, just to kind of give you a high level overview, we're going to be talking about, the need to be consistent online and sharing, how to use your employees and your whole business to leverage that social influence, as well as, what do I even post? Because that's one of the biggest questions everybody has, is they go, shoot, I don't even know what to put online.
I know I'm supposed to post more, but what do I post?
Yeah.
This is annoying.
Exactly.
How do I do this?
And you don't want to be the annoying guy online, but you also don't. It's just hard to know. Yeah. But so Parker was actually telling me, you were telling me earlier, Parker, about something that's been happening for your mobile bike shop. You said that you started posting more, was it on Instagram or other places? And so, so tell me about that.
It's mostly been Instagram, just because that's kind of where my audience resides right now, and not necessarily just Instagram, but I've started sharing as well to Facebook, but mostly Instagram. And what I've been finding, so to give you guys a little background, I'm not posting things about my bike shop. I kind of follow a rule. I call it the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time I'm posting other people's content. So I'll reach out to somebody, I'll ask them, hey, can I repost this to my audience? And there's a tool, there's a ton of tools out there that allow you to do that. They're called Repost. You can download it off of iTunes, Apple Store, or I'm sure Android also has something similar. But I just use a free Repost app. And so once I get permission from somebody, I'll go and save. There's 3 dots in the top right corner of the Instagram photo or video, and it says copy link, and then you go to the app, and it lets you repost to your Instagram profile. It also copies their text, and so you can paste that text and basically repost their entire post. And I always add extra stuff to it, but the thing that I've found, as I started doing this, I started getting more messages from people. I'm getting more attention. I no longer look like a ghost town. I look like an active business. And I actually have had I feel like one of the best mechanics in the Valley reached out to me and said, hey, I'm really interested in what you're doing. I'd like to actually come work for you. Oh, wow. And so just kind of cool. I don't feel like I've really changed that much in my life to start doing that. I've just started doing 1 or 2 posts more each week than what I was previously doing.
How much do you post right now?
I try to do once a day. If I don't, I'm at least getting 2 to 3 times a week, right? Okay. So maybe every other day.
Well, yeah, and it makes, like you said, it makes it look like a real business. Somebody's actually there. somebody's actually working. Because that's what I do. I mean, when I'm looking up a business, I'll find them on Instagram or I'll find them anywhere. I mean, for example, on Google, like if there's no photos on Google, this is a totally different platform, but if there's no photos where your Google reviews live, I'm like, I don't know. Are these guys real? Are they in business?
Totally.
Like the information's got to be there. And it's the same thing on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. If you can see they're actively doing things, it's like, oh, okay, these guys are legitimate. They're out helping people.
Alive.
They're working. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think a great example of a company that does this, probably the best, is Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge Red Bull and like Monster, right?
Right.
They're an energy drink company. But if you were to ask like somebody about Red Bull, they'd tell you they're a media company.
Right.
Which they're both, but reality, like their product is an energy drink.
Right.
Yet they are just producing so much media all the time, and it's entertaining, and it's a brand, and that's all you're gonna do. Like that's all you're gonna do with your business is just post entertaining things that's funny, that's like just ask yourself, would I look at this post? Would I find this interesting?
Yeah.
And if you say no to that, don't post it.
Right.
If you find it interesting, then post it.
And if you know you have a weird sense of humor, maybe check it with your wife before you post it.
Seriously. Yeah.
Talking to you HVAC guys out there. I'm just kidding. But no, it's true. Like you look at that and you say, would my audience enjoy this? Because I like it. And maybe run it past a friend or family member. Be like, hey, do you think our audience would like this? And yeah, if the answer is yes, then go ahead and post it. Like that's awesome.
Totally.
Definitely.
Yep. And another tip too that we've kind of taken, that I've taken and started doing is when I'm at a customer's house and I'm talking with the customer, I notice that they ask these small little value questions, like as I'm leaving the house or just as I'm starting on their service, and they're typically just like small little questions like, what do I do with my bike before I go on a ride? Right? Like that might seem like a simple question, but hey, there's a post, right? There is something I can talk about to my audience and share with my audience. And so for like a home service business, just listen to those little questions. If you just installed an HVAC system for them, guaranteed they're going to ask little things like, what do I do to make sure this thing lasts longer than my last system? Or what should we do with our system when we leave the house for a trip or something like that?
Right.
So that's, if you're struggling to come up with ideas, listen to your customers, step one. Step two, go and look at what other people are doing, right? Get online and search and see search what people are looking for.
Right.
Search questions that people are asking, and that'll give you ideas. And then just look at like Instagram and Facebook and just follow people that are already doing this, or maybe are posting about their new home. Like ask them if you can post about their new home. Like it's interesting. Like people love to see what their new house looks like.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
Anyways.
There's tons of good content. To think you have to create the content every single time is quite. I mean, that's insane. That's so hard, especially if you're posting every day. But like, if you're online, if you're in your industry, you're learning things, you're gonna find stuff that's just naturally attractive to your audience.
Totally.
And it makes it so you can post every day. And I would say try to post every day, if not like 3-4 times a week, if you can.
Totally. And it varies. Like I think there's a lot of people out there that'll say you should post every day, or that's annoying. You should only post like once a week. Just figure out what works for you and just start doing it. If once a week, that's better than once a year, right? So I think you should at least try and post once a week or more. If you're not doing that, that's fine, but try and just do it more than what you are currently doing.
Right.
So yeah, there's another thing that we were talking about when we were talking about this. It was like a year and a half ago, I think. When it comes to hiring, this is really important as well, because, for example, Trevor was working at Tesla, a year and a half ago or however long ago it was.
Yeah.
And I was in a situation in my life where I was kind of like working at a company and looking to start my own business and wanting to do something. And I would constantly see Trevor posting about Tesla, and he'd just document like the day-to-day working at Tesla. And it was entertaining. It was interesting. And then one day he posted, "Hey, I'm hiring. If anybody's interested, shoot me a message." And it caught my attention. And because he had been posting regularly, just entertaining content, like the documenting the day to day around the business, it caught my attention. So
yeah, and that doesn't have to be hard. I mean,
No.
for me, that looked like when we had a huge like shipment of cars come in. Like I was like, "Whoa, this is awesome! I'm going to take a photo of the semi." And then like my employees one time were like dancing in the showroom and like being silly. I videoed that, and obviously you got to be careful. Like your employees might not like that, but like we videoed everyone dancing for a minute, and it was like really funny and really fun. And it became this, or sharing an article that had to do with electric vehicles or something like that to keep it top of mind, that says like, "Hey, it's really great to work here. It's really fun to work here." And I think about what we talked about with Joe Cunningham when he said, make your business an attractive place to work.
Totally.
How it looks, how it feels. You can do the same thing online, where you create, you share why it's so good to be there, and that works definitely around here. I look at a lot of we're in the heart of Silicon Slopes, and a lot of these software companies, their employees naturally do it. They're doing these funny contests or doing this or that, and they're always posting. And I mean, I go, dang, I could work for them. That's pretty cool. That looks fun.
Yep, absolutely. No, I think that's huge. So yeah, post more. There's some ideas for you guys on what to post, and hopefully that's helpful to you. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Trevor at curry.io or Parker at curry.io. One last little value bomb. This is something that's really helped me in regards to posting more or doing more, is creating a system. And so once I figure out what works, I document it. And the thing that works the best for me, though, honestly, right now, is just putting it in my calendar.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't have it in my calendar on my phone, then I don't do it.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah. So take the time, pull out your phone right now, guys. Click on the plus button, create an event, make sure it's recurring. Just add, if you're going to post every other day or every day, just set aside 30 minutes in that day where you're going to just post something.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you'll have a better chance at getting something posted more frequently if you have it in your calendar.
Definitely. And get your employees involved. They're out on the job sites. Get them to take before and after photos. Send them over. Give some sort of incentive too, like run a contest or have some fun with that as part of curating some good content. I think, Corey Phillip, he talked about how he does a lot of that with his posting, and he'll even use that same content to send out an email marketing, be like, "Hey, look at this job we just recently did."
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that unless your employees have some sort of incentive to make it happen.
Totally. Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us on the Service Hub. We're very excited to have you, and we'll definitely catch up with you soon with some more guests. Please, if you have not yet given us a review, we'd love for you to leave us a review. Our favorite flavor is 5 stars. So
yeah, 5 stars only. That's it.
That's it.
Awesome.
Well, that's it. That's all. Have a good day, guys. See ya.
Peace.